And we are live. Hello, everyone, and welcome to, as it says on the screen, Quantum Psychic Akashic Readings, Clearings, and Healings with my, I was going to say special guest co-host, but you're not. You're my co-host, Viviane Heller. Hello, Viviane.
Hi, John. Hi, everyone. Oh, what's going
And
on? Oh, sorry. I think I had I apologize. I had an extra window open. Sorry about
oh,
that.
that's okay.
Um,
I was going to ask. I was about to ask how you're doing.
Great. Thank you. I'm excited that it's sunny out. Also, go for a nice walk at park at my favorite park today. So, looking
Ah,
forward to
fabulous.
being outside.
I was out for a lunchtime walk with Patch, and I didn't want to leave the sunshine.
Mm-hmm.
And it, I when I'm sat like this, even just if it's just for an hour at a client session, it's like my body wants to like keep warm and cozy and just stay in my home. And I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
no, I also want to get out and I want to explore. And then as soon as I'm out in the sunshine, I take off like my hat and then I've walked out with a big jacket. So I start to eventually take that off. And it's like I need more sun, especially in Scotland. Um,
Yes. Yes. I love the
excited,
sunlight for sure.
excited for the spring and summer.
Mm-hmm.
It's just been fun and everything. But
Yes, yes, enjoy the lovely weather.
yeah, I'm
So,
so ready.
yes, me too. I'm gonna say hi to a few people. Hi, Leah. Hi, Venus and Rishi, Salsa Girl, and Leah, Stacy, Garnet. Thank you all for being here. Dee, Moonchild.
Whoops,
Mm-hmm.
that was my fault.
That's okay. So, yeah, lovely to see you all here.
Thank you for coming, everyone. Thank you for everyone
Mm-hmm.
that's on Viviane's channel and also on my channel.
Yes, thank you.
Wonderful. Well, we can get started with a safe space.
Yes.
And please do follow us through this creation of safe space. It helps you keep safe. And
Mm-hmm.
just before we came on, Viviane and I were discussing the importance of spiritual, energetic, physical safety. And it is very real, this work. And so if you ever wondered what it's like to be on the receiving end of not so nice experiences, they're also
Mm-hmm.
real. So we would definitely recommend you join us in this safe, protected space and
Yes.
allow us to work with you. Okay. So we'll begin by taking in 3 deep breaths in through the nose, nice and deep, and breathe out what no longer serves. Our highest good, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any fear, shame, anxiety, or pain, nice and loud. Breathe in through the nose, nice and deep. And breathe out any remaining low vibration energy or emotion that no longer serves your highest good, nice and loud. And continue to breathe deeply and calmly. Now focus your attention on the center of your heart. And from there, extend a cord of light from your golden light all the way up through the top of your head and reach up into the sky and then up into space, going up through the stars higher and higher through the frequencies and dimensions of this universe until you reach the highest dimension of the source of love of this universe. And there, connecting your light cord into source, anchoring yourself into the highest dimension of source, feeling that oneness, that unity, that unconditional love. Extend your light cord down through the stars into the sky, back down to the top of your head and into your heart once more. And allow your heart, as it feels increasingly safe for you, to gradually open up, to be able to send and receive freely. And now, this time from the center of your heart, extend your light cord down through the root of your spine and going deep into the ground, all the way down through the layers of the planets, going deeper and deeper, all the way down until you reach the very core of Mother Earth, and there connecting your light cord into Mother Gaia's crystalline heart. And we take the opportunity to send so much love and gratitude to Mother Gaia. Allow her to send her love back. Remain connected into Gaia's heart and extend your light cord up through the layers of the planet, up through the root of your spine and into your heart once more. And now, together with the light of Source above and Mother Gaia below, and your own light, expand out your golden bubble of protective light to surround you to about 2 meters out to each side, above and below, in front and behind, and set the intention that only energies and entities with your permission, with your highest good and your love and compassion, can see you, access you, or exist within your space or within you. All other energies and entities must leave you immediately. And you choose who you invite into your golden bubbles, including your guides, your higher self, your ancestors, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source, and Gaia. And I encourage you at this time to ask these beautiful beings for guidance, clearing, healing, protection, self-love, assistance with accessing the Akashic records, and also assistance with the integration of today's messages and healings, whether they are directly intended for you or whether you are simply picking up on the messages for others or the resonance energy of others' healings. And through space and time now, I create a protective bubble around our live stream and replay, setting the intention that only energies and entities with the highest good, love, and compassion in their hearts, and also the permission of Viviane and I, may exist within this space, that all other energies and entities must leave immediately. Into this space for Viviane and I invite in our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Metatron, Source, and Gaia. And we ask for their assistance today in servicing your requests for quantum, psychic, Akashic readings, clearings, healings for you or your pets or your homes, providing you have permission for these. And we also ask that you place your requests in capitals and that they will be randomly picked with some hilarious music by Viviane and I throughout today's 2-hour live stream. And we'll get to as many as we reasonably can. We take copies of your requests and we sort through these for randomly picking. And when you're called, please say hello in the chat to let us know you're here, and we'll do our best to serve you. You can also make donations to both Viviane and I. Anything I get, I just split with Viviane. And you can also book us for one-to-one sessions. You'll see some of the links for these as we share throughout today's session.
Yes, thank you.
My throat is so dry.
Yeah, sip, everyone. I have coconut water today.
Oh, that's what I need. Who told me that? Someone told me that, right?
Chloe, I like coconut water too, so I actually just bought some a couple days ago.
Oh, wow.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if coconut trees would survive in Scotland. Maybe not. That would be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, do you want to go first to save my throat a little bit?
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure. Okay, I'll close my eyes and I move my cursor here to choose the first First request. The nice star music.
I hear these waves of the sea of the ocean.
Okay. We have Laura S. Kindly, can I get a healing from my spirit guides? So, just waiting for. Yeah, I love the music too. Love Awakens.
Oh, thank you.
Just waiting for Laura S. to reply to us.
Laura S. Are you here? I'm saying it. Yes, Laura is here.
Thank you, Laura.
Okay, we can start with a quick scan first, and then share what we find.
Yes.
Let's see, Laura. Step first. The very first thing I hear from Laura is saying, "Oh, my heart, my heart! You could help with my heart."
That was feel the heart too. It was the first sensation too. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
I hadn't even been able to start a scan. I was just like starting to zoom in.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seems to start with the heart seems to be a cause of other issues across the body. Your background noise is a lot noisier today, Viviane.
I don't know what's going on. I can hear it too. Let me see if there's anything I need to close.
Strange. So yeah, it just sounds like hearing outside, nice and loud. It's almost loud enough to be like relaxing. You know, it's really nice having white noise.
Yeah, I don't know where it's coming from.
I should add some like ocean waves in the background, and no one will know. But that's fine. We can keep going. Honestly, don't worry about it. Our minds will phase it out quickly anyway. Would you like me to go first? Would you like to go first on the heart?
Sure, you may go first.
Okay, thank you. Yeah, I'll just focus on the heart, and then I'll let you take a look across the rest of the body as well. Okay. It's like this. It's like how to describe it? Almost like someone's gripping tightly on the center of your heart chakra, Laura, and it seems to be like this. It's like a heavier, darker energy. It doesn't feel like someone else's energy. It feels like yours. And what it seems to be is your reaction to when you've been experiencing like the lower, darker times in your life, that it's like the center of your heart's trying to pull on your soul to come in more. It's like, come in and help me, like bring in more of me, which is like this tightness around the center. And it's asking your guide, what's the natural fluidity and experience for you? And yeah, it's saying to be much more fluid, and almost like when we breathe, and our hearts beat, that our soul, our connection into source, like our source light, gently pulses in and out, like flexes in and out with the center of our heart chakra. So just helping free this up. There's some blocked energy around the core of your heart. Let me remove this. Return to source. Or never return here again. it made me feel quite nauseous. Like it's almost like this sickening feeling in my throat as I removed it. And then just scanning around the rest of your heart to see if there's anything else to remove. Okay. There's some lower density, blocked energy, some traumas. Return to source, or never return here again. And then I'm going to just help with some dragon light language to help just ignite some of that fire in your heart to get your heart activated and feeling fluid and flowing freely with your soul. Oniramma Antikarmoto Inarakamata. Good. I'll hand over to you, Viviane.
I was still looking at the heart because I saw the this energy that to me looked like if her heart and the whole heart chakra was covered in it's like spider webs, kind of like all over. It's just like this,
Okay.
like heavy and dusty energy. So I cleared it now. It looks good. Everything looks clear now. But it was not just over the heart. It was the whole expanding to the whole size of the chakra.
Fantastic. Because I thought as you were describing it that I completely missed all that.
No.
Which sounds like it did, but you removed it. That's fantastic.
Yeah.
And that message at the start, Laura, which was like you can argue that any of our physical ailments are a direct result of what's going on in our hearts, like how we're feeling, and it's not just now but throughout our lives. Often what happens is we generate, and experience our own emotions, and then it's our body's job to help try and find where to put that energy. Can it be released? Does it have to be stored somewhere? If it has to be stored somewhere, where? And how safely can you start to work through it? And just encouraging you to just be really gentle with your heart, especially that was a lot all at once on the most sensitive part of your heart. So please do get plenty of rest and drink plenty of water, and let us know in the chat how you're feeling. Thank you for your request.
I just saw a comment from White Dragon saying, Binnie, that was draconian.
That's so cool. Thank you. Both my reptilian and dragon guides are happy to hear that.
So your turn.
My turn it is. What's the volume? Gently in. Oh, there is a fade in out. Let me try it. Hang on. Oh, doesn't do anything. No, it's so promising. Maybe it's slow and I'm being impatient. Oh well, there's the music. Winds of change. I will choose randomly. That's the best bit of the song. So Lyn Hariyama, please say hello in the chat here. Change. It's like I suddenly remember one of my songs. Yeah, let us know if you're here, Lyn.
She's here.
Fantastic. And I will stop the music. So Lyn's asking for, may I have an energy clearing, healing, any message to help me with my current residence health? We can certainly take a look. Which would you like to do, the message or the clearing and healing, Viviane?
I'll go for the message this time. Thank you. Thank you for asking.
Just asking Lyn and her guides and higher self to come forwards to Viviane and I. So I am picking up quite a lot of energy, stuck energy in your auric field. And it's quite fascinating, Lyn, because what I see is like energy that's coming into you from others that are around you. And then your body's saying, no, like I don't want that. But it's still come into your auric field. And our auric fields are part of us. They're still part of our living energetic body. So let me just start by clearing this out. Okay, there's quite a lot in here. So just going to sweep around the outside and gather this up. There's a collection of small negative entities in here as well. It's a right mess. Return to source, or never return here again. And then around the outside. On the other side. Okay. Return to source, or never return here again. And then just covering you 360 degrees. And then draining out at the bottom of your auric field, this bubble around you, anything that doesn't serve your highest good. Return to source, or never return here again. And I'm going to help with some more Dragonlight language, and this time I'm going to burn away anything that remains in your auric field around the outside of your protective bubble that doesn't serve your highest good. And now checking, just scanning through the rest of your body as well. I'm just clearing out anything that doesn't serve your highest good, removing any blockages as I go. Things are in general quite good, but just coming down to the root chakra where there's quite a lot blocked. Okay. Return to source, and I return here again. And then grounding into earth. Okay. Hope that helps. How did you get on, Viviane?
The first bit of the message that I got for you, Lyn, was they want you to walk more, even if it's 10 minutes a day. I saw you walking, and then I heard that. And then I got something about pick a healthy option for oils that you use to cook with. Choose a healthier option. Just kind of like read the labels and compare and all that. So that's the message I got for you, Lyn. I hope it helps you. And thank you so much for your question.
Yeah, thank you, Lyn. Yeah, I definitely think your body wants to learn a bit more about how to keep releasing energy and grounding it. I think the walking's a great idea. Mm-hmm. Even if you're not going outside, it's like you're shifting energy. As you move your body, mm-hmm. It encourages your body to start releasing energy, and especially if you set the intention. Right, I did it just in my kitchen before it came on the live stream. A short dance and some movement and just releasing and shaking out my hands, anything into earth that doesn't serve my highest good. And I was responding to the chat to Pamela, who was saying that retirement feels like it's going to be busy. Mm-hmm. Busier than working. It's like, yeah, I definitely resonate with that. If you watch my monthly reflections video I posted earlier today, you'll understand a bit more about what's going on in my life. Mm-hmm. Okay, so your turn.
Yes.
Oops. Oops. Randomly selecting the next request.
Nice song. Sharon O'Brien, are you here?
Let us know,
Sharon
Sharon, if you're here.
O'Brien.
Sharon was here just a few minutes ago.
Mm-hmm. So she's asking for a...
Yes,
thank
here.
you. Mm-hmm. Okay, reading. All right.
A reading on whatever you think I need today, please.
Okay.
Not or.
Yeah.
Sharon, let us know if it's an on whatever or whatever you think I need. Because if it's or, we could also give you a healing if that comes up.
Mm-hmm.
Just let us know. But we can start with a reading, right? We could both start with that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Ask your guides and higher self to step forwards. Sharon, please, you don't need to do this in the chat, but please do tell me if you swear a lot, because that's all I heard from herself. It was brilliant. The first thing was, so, and you can just imagine as I'm saying all these words, you could just insert your favorite swear words in between what I'm saying. But first of all, I saw you like coming down to earth really fast, and as you hit the earth, you had these like big lead boots. It was almost like you're made of like stone, and like your feet were like these big like stone lead boots. And as you hit the ground, there's this huge like fire in you. You're like, in part, the heaviness that you felt was this reaction to how the earth is and how everyone else is feeling, and like the fear across the planet. And you're like, what is, insert whatever you want, what is going on here? We need to sort this out. And so you're like a superhero landing. And then the next thing I heard you saying is you're looking around other people around you, and you're looking at them really bemused, and you're saying, why haven't they found their joy yet? Like, where's your joy, people? How did you forget your joy? And then you're like taking a big deep breath, and you're like, what do I do? What do I do with all these people? And it seemed to be like the message of like guiding you towards finding that fire. If you ever wonder why I use why I wear a lot of flames and have used dragon light language in particular, it's almost like the inexplicable separation in us that we have of the fire of our joy and our passion, that is like the greatest enemy of the lower vibrations, right? That make us feel fearful and scared and shrink. And it's a very empowering feeling when you step into your fire, like your heart fire, like you activate and say, yes, I can do the things that I love doing, and I don't care what other people say, I'm just gonna go and do it. So it's very much a message for you, but then also for those around you, if you choose to help them in that way. Leading by example is great, and helping nurture other people to follow their joy with their fire in it. Dragons are optional, but they're cool too. You can insert them. How did you get on, Viviane?
A funny thing, because I heard continue to use your voice and speak your truth. So you got part of the message there when you heard the. I didn't see Sharon's comment about using a lot of swearing words, but I get the feeling that it's probably true since I also got, you're doing a good job. Continue to use your voice and speak your truth. So thank you, Sharon, for your question. I hope that helped you.
And yeah, if it helps, I tend to swear quite a lot, but I don't swear much on camera. Yeah. I don't think it's very helpful for everyone or for my videos. I don't swear that much, said Sharon.
Oh, and for some reason, it's more fun. I mean, some of the favorite words in English is more fun to say too. Than my own. I swear more in English than I do in my own language.
Oh wow!
It's just more fun. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely use your own voice. Those words are.
So let's see.
How about it's my turn? I wonder if it's just always playing. Maybe. Okay, you're choosing your next request randomly. Please post your requests in all caps. Lotus Bloom. So if you're in the chat, Lotus Bloom. I want to do the fade so badly. I want to do it so much better. I can play it. Actually, just before I do this, hang on 1 second. Let me see if I can play it from my mixing desk right next to me.
Okay.
Because then I'll just be, oh my God, I'll be so professional. It'll scare me. What was my song called today? Fear. There we go. Hello, hello. I'm back. Okay, great. And then what happens if I do this? They're propagating. Ah. Did you hear anything? You did? I think I can't hear you. Oh, I can hear you.
Yes.
I said something like they're propagating. I need to figure all that out, but that would be a lot of fun. Anyway, back to my job. Lotus Bloom. Is Lotus Bloom here?
Let's see. Are you here, Lotus Bloom? I believe you are, but just please say hi in the chat in case I missed you.
You're asking about?
Yeah, she's here.
Fantastic. Can I have a message for entity soul contracts I have? Today they're circling around more than usual. Entity soul contracts. Okay. Yeah, we can certainly ask. So just asking Lotus Bloom, step forwards, guides. Really curiously, and I only just realized you said the word circling in your request. As I brought, so I felt like in Viviane and I's safe space, I brought in yourself, Lotus Bloom. Then I could see like a projection of these other, almost like a holographic projection of what feels like 4 other beings, and they were there's something that they do in England. It was at the Druids that started something that's called like dancing around the maypole is what I saw, and you were at the center, and these beings had cords. Each being had a cord connected to you, and they were dancing in a circle around you, and they were saying to you, "You come out, come and play with us, come out." And you're like, "No," because you felt, and this is also true, that their energy feels quite low, like their energy is like I describe it on in a scale between super happy high vibe joy and right down at the bottom in shame. They're about midpoint and quite mischievous, and you felt unsafe in going out to play with them. But there's some truth in this. Like there's some some parts of you feel like that is good for you to expand out to become more of you. And it seems like I don't know if you ever had this when you were a kid, but my parents would call them like the bad friends. I'd always have like one bad friend that was a bad influence. And sometimes their role that they're playing is like helping stretch you out of your comfort zone. Doesn't make them any better or worse. There's not really any good or bad in the world. Everyone's on a spectrum, a scale, and a frequency range of light to dark and everything in between. But to know that it feels like it's your choice if you want to like disconnect these cords, but it's still helpful for you to follow this this contract of being able to like step outside and expand yourself more. So go out and become more of yourself. So yeah, I hope that helps you. How about you, Viviane?
I saw beings circling around her, and they're all holding a piece of paper, and like kind of doing this motion and showing it to her, but not close enough that she could see what's written in the contract. It's almost like teasing her, yeah, I have it right here, and yeah, but like I said, not close enough to give her any details. So it's not, my answer is not very helpful.
Yeah, if you want us to, we can give you a moment. If you want us to help you release any contracts that don't serve your highest good, just let us know, Lotus Bloom.
Mm-hmm.
You always have that free will with a contract. I mean, well, you do and you don't, right? If your soul signed you up for it, it's much harder for the human to then say, oh, you do want them. Okay. We can certainly try. All I can say is we can execute your wishes on behalf of you. It doesn't mean to say that your soul will like fully accept it. You might still have a contract with these beings, but we can take a look and see. So I'm just asking Lotus Bloom to step forwards and just bring to light these cords are connected into your heart. It's very interesting. They are bright. I describe them as bright light, but they are they're also strong and rigid. I'm just going to get a second opinion. I'm just going to ask Archangel Michael. So I'd never heard of this. This is all new to me. Archangel Michael says you can do a thing. He says, John, you can do a thing called contract renewal. And it's like, oh, great. What does that mean? And he says, what you can do is you can remove the connection of the contract because that's Lotus Bloom's decision. And then what can happen is if your soul persists the contract, it can renew, it can reconnect. So this is still helpful for you, but it's just to be aware that it may rejoin, knowing that overall for you and your soul, this will be for your highest good. That's why you create these contracts in the first place. The understanding of why, each of these steps you take, you'll be able to learn more about why. I'm just going to go in and help detach these four. Return to sender, or return to source, or never return here again. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Okay. I'm just checking around your heart. I'm just feeling. And so the clear message I hear from your heart is to not allow those cords to reattach. You have to fulfill the purpose of the contract, which is to start to I can't give any more detail for you than this, which is to expand into your full self, like the full true self of you. And I keep seeing like step outside, like going outside and doing it. So lightly, it's stepping out of your comfort zone and stepping into your passions and joy. It may be as simple as following your hobby. There's very playful energy from those four entities and some mischievous behaviors as well. So how about you, Viviane? How did you go?
When you remove the cords, the circle expanded, like they were the distance between the entities and her increased. I saw the cords removed, and then they started to move away. So
cool. At very least, I'll give you breathing space. Thank you for your request. Let us know how you feel, Lotus Bloom. And if you're happy to share, feel free to share.
She's saying here, yeah.
Oh,
about her inner work and that she feels relaxed. That's great.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Fabulous. My turn, is it?
Yes.
I can tell by the slight pause. Maybe this ready to using randomly. Winds of Change, available now on Spotify, Amazon, Apple, YouTube, everywhere. Let us know, Angela, if you're here. Who is that fabulous singer? I don't know. Just type these words in on the internet and you'll find him. Let us know if you're here, Angela, asking for a healing clearing if you feel led. I'll give you a moment. Thank you for your kind comments. Jon Binnie is awesome and lightful singer. Angela, you here? Let us know. I'll give you a few more seconds.
Yes. Say hi in the chat, please, Angela. Did you get an echo?
No.
Okay.
Okay, we'll move on.
Oh, Angela's here.
Angela's here.
Almost missed you, Angela.
Okay. That's no problem, Angela. Thank you for coming back. Okay, so you're asking for a healing clearing if you feel led. Great. So we scan first and see what we find. Okay. So asking Angela to step forwards, her guides, and herself. Assist with the clearing and healing. From a scan, I feel like there's quite a lot going on. I think the first thing I saw was, well, the first thing your body said is, I need to dance. And it seemed like helping like shake off energy. There's a lot of like discombobulated, like kind of static energy, both around your auric field and then in your body itself. And then I saw on your hands, I don't know if you've ever tried this, Angela, but I saw like the ability that you have for healing others with your hands. And so there's also like some energy blocked there, and also on your feet. I didn't go any deeper. I didn't go into look into the chakras yet or anything. How did you get on, Viviane, with your scan?
I was pulled towards the solar plexus chakra, and I heard that it's a little weak and it needs a boost.
Okay.
Energy.
Angela says, yes, I've been dancing more lately. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like dancing with intention is really good. So you can do like chakra dances or should I say a dance for each chakra. And I feel like the most powerful for you will be doing a root chakra dance. And it's unusual to dance. I wish I could show you on camera, but imagine these are your feet, and you kind of like you just put your feet slightly apart and like stomp them like one at a time as you're dancing around to music, like you're trying to break through the floor. And as you're doing it, like set the intention. The key is your dancing is fantastic, but just be really clear and say, push it down, push it down. Shall I do a chakra dance? Shall I try it? Let me put some music on. Hang on. These are my little legs.
Okay. No, that's thank you.
I see my darkness, and I love it equally.
Yay, I think I'm embarrassed. I feel embarrassed. That's so much fun. And so energized. Thank you for asking. Yeah, should we do some clear? Oh, that music's just still playing in the background. Should we release some of this energy just now?
I have a heavy walk. People complain like I have this heavy walk. So I don't live in an apartment, but I know people underneath me will complain. You think like it's Godzilla walking around the house. Noisy.
My nickname's Mountain Goat for the way I climb mountains, like my tiptoes. And but when I run on my heels. And yeah, I think when I dance, it can switch between the two. But I'm sure there's a reason for it, right? Like like it's actually really good for grounding.
Yeah.
Okay, let's clear out this energy. So I'll just start on the outside, I'll go around the auric field, and then to Angela's body. Just releasing this energy into the earth. Anything that no longer serves you. And then clearing out anything that's blocked, so especially around the hands and the feet. Return to source or never return here again.
Okay, after clearing, the solar plexus size expanded, and it feels better.
Fantastic. I think that's the first time I ever danced on a live stream. Thank you so much. I do also dance in music videos, and it reminds me to do it more. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah, dancing is fun, for sure.
It's infectious, right? It always makes us want to dance more.
Yes. Okay, I guess it's my turn now.
choosing your next request. Please enter all requests in capitals and say hello when your name is listed.
My heart feels warm with love as I said, sail and take
Emily.
your voice to
Emily, are you here? You're requesting. Okay, if I may change my request, can I please have further healing for the elbow? I don't remember. Was that the right elbow, I think?
Yes, right elbow.
Okay. All right. I'm actually feeling pain in my left elbow right now, but I don't know if you have the right one. Okay.
Okay, yeah, Emily's here. Just a scan first. I'll let you share first what you see.
Mm-hmm. I see nerves twisted as creating a spiral.
I see what I saw is like this. It's like energy coming in that's been received through your right hand. It's come down your right hand and is blocked at the elbow. And in part, your body's trying to stop you from these actions. The thing is, you do so much with your right hand. It's like loads of. It's like you're doing loads of different things. It's everything from what you consume to what you do online or on a computer, and it's like your body's reaction to try and to stop you. But there's more. It feels like there's also this. It's almost like an entity's like crept in received through your hand and into the elbow.
Yeah. Yesterday during the call, I saw the same thing. The nerves were a spiral like that, but this time I see them again, and then there's a knot too.
Okay, yeah.
The nerves.
I'll clear out this entity first,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can take a look at the nerves. So just pulling this out through your hand where it entered. Return to source or never return here again. Let me know what you'd like to do about the nerves. I have I've recently learned how to describe it, almost like redirect nerves, to like reposition them. But if you've been speaking to an archangel, you might. Emily says,
Too much gaming.
too much gaming, I guess. It's funny. I also picked up that it's like your body doesn't want to. Your body feels unsafe in some of the big decisions you have to make, and so it's like trying to stop you from. It's like don't make those decisions until you know you're looking after your own self-love and self-care first. Like you're looking after your heart first, regardless of any decision you make. But sorry, Viviane.
Oh no, you're good. I think the redirection sounds good.
Okay. Right, let me try. Yeah, it was almost like, I think there's still a blockage to remove,
Mm-hmm.
but I have managed to move them. It's quite funny when you do this work, because then you start to question your own understanding of like the body. When you see it, you're like, is that where it's meant to go? And it's like, yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
So let me just see where that knot is. Okay, yeah, it's quite stuck. It's like this energy stuck inside the nerve. Just very gently easing this out.
Mm-hmm.
Bring it out through the hand.
Yeah, I see a spiral and then a knot right next to a knot to the right of it.
Okay. Spiral. Okay, the spiral. It's like twisted round.
Yeah. And then the knot is to the right of the spiral.
So untwisting. Omara inirama ronto somoro. Some Albion light language to help command the human form. Okay. And just unwinding this. Feels like that twist is going to take a bit of time to untwist itself, but it's starting. Okay. How does it look now, Viviane?
It looks like it's loosening it up, the spiral. And the knot is loosening it up too. I still see it, but it is. So, yeah, I'm so sorry you're having pain there, Emily.
Yeah, I hope it helps. And Emily also said a lot of pressure with career decisions.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's hard, right, when you have these big decisions to make. And I did when I had my corporate job to leave. But that was at the very heart of my biggest challenge, was making sure I protected my heart when I left my corporate job, because that's what my body was most scared of, and it's also what my my family was most scared of about me repeating, was like working myself too hard.
Yeah.
Especially when I felt like, if I ever felt lack of money or success or whatever it was, that I would start to just be hyper productive and overcompensate with long hours. So it's really important to, it's almost like you prepare yourself for saying, well, when I make this change, whichever change it is I choose, excuse me, that you focus on saying to yourself, well, I'm going to look after my heart. And when you really want to look after your heart, it means not just protecting it, but listening to your heart. And so you can ask each day, how does this feel? Like, are we on the right path, heart? It's also why I called my business a heart-centered wellness, is because if you follow your heart every day, it's really hard to go wrong. Your heart's unpredictable, yes, and doesn't always make sense, also true, but it is a far greater path of joy, following your heart, and your mind and everything else is there to support you on your journey. Hope it helps you, Emily.
Yes.
So my turn?
Yes.
We are in the next question. Please put your request in capsule.
They
And we will select
don't
them.
always listen to what you say or what you do. Open their eyes, look to the sky.
Please say hello in the chat.
And their hearts will follow too. You came here.
Let us know, T. Smith, if you're here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, thank you, Maureen. It's funny, I always feel about any art, anything we create, even the things we say, it's all about the energy, right? So I feel that if you just look after your energy and your heart, and you set intention when you create, then it's like it almost wouldn't matter how you sounded and whether you hit the right notes or not, that people would still feel that it was beautiful, because the energy that you create with is beautiful. T. Smith.
So again, T. Smith, please let us know if you're here. Catherine F. Would love to know what I can do to release pain in legs and back. Okay, so a few more seconds, and then we may have to choose someone else.
Three, two, one. Okay, moving on. And selecting the next request. Beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop, beep, bop. Pixie. Pixie Withrow. Let us know if you're here. What was I saying? My heart feels warm with love. I have no idea what I've said in these songs. Let us know if you're here, Pixie. I'll give you a moment. Calling Pixie, who's asking for how many lives you've had and your life path.
Oh, Pixie's here.
Yay. Well, it's an interesting question.
Yeah, how many lives?
How many lives? And the life path. Should we focus on the two sides? Like, do you want to do with the life path or how many lives?
I'll go for the life path. I have a hard time getting numbers.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
Let's see. I don't always get them. Okay.
Well, that was quick. I just went straight up to your soul, Pixie, who said 784.
Whoa.
And it might, and then I thought, oh, maybe Pixie thinks that's a lot. But it's not that many. I've met people into the thousands. If you want me to expand on that at all, if you want any more specifics, let me know. But I'm answering the question of how many lives you've had. I'll let Viviane answer about the life.
Do you do anything with healing? Because I saw the word healing for you, Pixie. And then I saw healing of self and others. Next page. And then I see the word healing being circled, and I heard your life path involves healing.
Yeah, I saw something very specific about. I'll let you finish. and then,
That's all I saw for now. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. So, because there's lots of questions about how many lives do people have. So, but before I answer that, what I saw in you, Pixie, was, I should know this, right? I'm a qualified reflexologist, but I just don't do the hands much. There was only like 1 day of training in my defense. But what I saw on the hand was this area here. You need to look it up. I think it is like where that line is on my hand. And it was like I heard the vagus nerve, and that there's some ancient wisdom you have that you're going to remember, and it's related to this. Now it doesn't mean you should just rabbit hole that and say, Jon said. It's like, it's just that part. Like, I just need to learn about that part. Like, learning to practice healing with others is really helpful. But it's just bringing your awareness to the possibility, like I have, you can bring forwards knowledge that you've accrued through your soul through many, many lifetimes. And can I tell you how to do this? I'm not entirely sure how I do it myself, other than just doing it. And then as you do it, I mean, the level of what I remember now is just insanely detailed. Like, I remember past lives of the rooms, the detail of the rooms that I'd be in doing the healing. And they're quite similar to this as well. It's like often we recreate these same patterns when we realize that because it just feels good. Your soul's like, I think that feels good. Your higher self's like, yeah, Jon, you need like an empty studio with one plant and some padding on the walls, just like a padded cell. And it's really funny. Like these things will just resonate with you as you explore them. Past lives. So I think some people asked, like, what was the average? I thought I just had 10, for example. So we all vary. This might be your first life. It might be, so I'm not talking about Pixie, because Pixie does have 784. But some of us are souls that have just decided to come to Earth at this time and get started on our journeys. Other souls have come from around the universe at lots of different frequencies, some very angelic, and then stepping down into the lower vibration Earth, where we are at the moment, takes time. A lot of us have come down on descension journeys, and there's these kind of gateway constellations that will come through, like or galaxies. So Andromeda's quite close in our vibration, so a lot of us come there and live there for at least a couple of lifetimes. But also Sirius, especially Sirius B, Orion's Belt, Pleiades, Arcturus, like all these different areas. It's almost like because they're friends of Gaia. Like, she sees all these places, right? They're close to her, and she sees them in her night sky. It's like there's like a frequency step down that you can come down. And often what many of us are doing is trying to figure out this conversation about my hoodie. That what's happening is that on that descension journey, you're trying to bring in as many of your soul gifts as you can, but you lose them. The deal is you lose them as you drop in vibration, because those gifts often only exist at a higher vibration. So your soul's like, you're practicing them each time you come down. And a lot of us, it's like you came here for a reason. Like, you came to Earth to help others. And so likely, if you're here, you probably are one of these people going, oh, I don't even know what Jon and Viviane are doing and what the other people are chatting about, but it's something about it resonates. Or you're like, yeah, I want to do that thing, something like what they do. Or you just want to learn your way of helping to serve others. And a lot of this you already know, right? And whilst I love like running my training courses and teaching other people, I learned from, like, I consider it to be like on the job doing this work. And all I've done is like written it down. And so, anyone's capable of doing that, right? Like, if you just have confidence, courage, and a little bit of bravery, you'll be able to learn on the job or whatever you try, or start by getting some other qualifications in similar work and then exploring into it. And what I felt for you, Pixie, is like you have this sacred knowledge, especially down the sides of the palms, that are a really key activation, that as you start to develop that, you'll be able to help people in ways that we never knew was possible, which is really exciting.
That's nice. So thank you, Pixie, for your question.
And I just need to change this to Jon Binnie, I think. I don't know if I can quite do it.
Okay, so I guess I choose the next one.
Thank you.
Okay.
Choosing the next request. Oops, sorry.
That's okay. D, please say hi in the chat.
Is D here? D was here.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point, actually. I think we met one of our members last night. I won't say the location, but I think they live at least in the same area as UD. Maybe we should say in our membership to our higher self membership group to let each other know what cities or whatever we live in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's here. Hi, D.
Hello. So D's asking for clearing and anything else. Been out of it for a while. Also, thank you. I love you.
Okay.
Thank you, D. We love you too. Okay. So just start with a scan, asking D, your guides and higher self to step forwards. What I see is something gripping on your shoulders, D. And when I asked I asked your higher self what it was, you're saying, oh, I mean, that's kind of okay. I just it's just how I feel, and that I'm okay with that. It doesn't feel you actually are. It's just like that. It's that feeling you get. It's a bit like when a leech attaches to you and numbs the area so you don't feel it as much. Or a tick. That's what this attachment feels like. Do you see that, Viviane?
They're showing me something different. They're showing me her back, and there's a hand like this on her middle of her back.
All right. Yeah, I saw it up on the back, but like the hands coming over the shoulders.
Okay, yeah, I saw it. Just one hand on the middle of the back.
To be fair, yeah, I also didn't scan down the rest.
And now we see one on the shoulder and one on the back.
I'm just going to contain this entity while we're observing it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's horrible. It's like saying in a creepy voice, I'll be your helping hand. So I'm going to help release this from you, D.
And for a moment, the hand moved from the back to the shoulder, so it was like one on each shoulder again.
And for this to work, D, you need to give your full consent. You don't need to say it. You just need to, say it in the chat. Saying it out loud is helpful, but yeah, you just repeat after me. I remove anything that doesn't serve my highest good. Anything that doesn't serve my highest good. Never come here again. Yeah, he said, I have felt restricted, did a ton of energy work, and then I've been in an extended dark night since. Yeah, that being had asked you if you wanted help. I'm trying not to give it any more power by, saying as little about it as possible. But yeah, its help was not helpful for you. It was definitely both draining you, but also over time would continue to exert more influence over you. And I'm just going to place you, D, in a golden protective bubble of light, setting the intention that this bubble is entirely under D's control and it only exists for as long as it serves your highest good. Protect you from anything that you do not consent to. Doesn't serve your highest good. Okay. And did you see anything else? Oh, you're muted.
I'm sorry, I was typing. I saw the hands, just the hands. They just moved one, just saw the one on the back, and then one back of shoulder, then moved to the both shoulders.
Yeah. And no, D, I'm not going to check on your third eye, mainly because that's, well, in part, it's too much for you to do anymore right now, but also too much for me. I won't go in until you've had some time to recover. If I was answering your question at a human level, I'd just say it's likely that you've been experiencing some blockages and some, also your chakras they shrink in fear, like our hearts close in fear. So know that in a fearful situation with an attachment, that your body goes into a self protection mode. And what your third eye might be telling you is that it's been seeing this entity and trying to alert you to it. So yeah, any sensations that you've had, just say to your third eye, "Thank you for showing me this." But even if there is another attachment there, it's not safe for you to have it removed yet. At least give it a few days. You can yourself, you know where my meditations are. Actually, I haven't shared them in this live stream, but you can use the 14-day spirit guide meditation. I think you maybe tried all these, so I'm sure recently I sent them to you. But I'll just share you I shall share here the negative energy and entity 14-day challenge, because there's two 14-day challenges. Let's put it in the chat. Oops. Okay. I'm not sure what your question is about how, to unhide.
She's replying to me. I think she hit somebody by accident. You just click on the name, on the three dots at the end, and then unhide.
Okay. Because you can still see them in YouTube, can you?
Yeah, and I'm not sure if I'm able to unhide. Let me try.
I can read it.
Okay. Okay, she's on the phone. All right. Let's see if I can do that. Okay. When you see the comment from above that was hidden by accident, you can just click on the three dots at the end of it, and then it'll give you the option to unhide. I'm not able to do it in my end.
Did you try it in YouTube?
Yeah, I tried it. I just tried it.
I'll have a quick look in YouTube as well and see if I can do it.
Okay, I was able to do that. Yeah. unhide. Okay, I did it on a different comment, not the comment that was hidden. So I
Okay.
just fixed it. Sure.
Great.
Just
Yay.
what I did before, I was clicking on the comment that was hidden, so it was not giving me the option. So don't worry, this is fixed. Thank you. Sorry about that interruption there.
Well, look at all that. At D and I's time, it's 5:55 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
All the fives. Yeah, I think it's because Dee's a moderator, right? That she.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it was just by accident. Sometimes it happens when you're clicking on the text, chat moving.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, who's next? Me, is it?
Your turn, yeah.
Great. Using the request. Joyful journey. Joyful journey. Let us know if you're here. You're starting a new job on Monday. That's what just stop. Let us know if you're in the chat. Joyful journey. Calling Joyful Journey. And I love the name. It's like, follow your joy, and you're getting a new job. So maybe your new job is full of joy. On this song, it just said, take that leap of faith. What's this song called again? Oh, Joyful Journey is here.
She's here. Okay, so clearing. Okay, starting a new job on Monday. Okay, let's check.
And this song is called New Dawn of You.
Wow, yeah.
Amazingly aligned.
I like that.
There we go. Just in case. I feel, sometimes people do that. They'll like put on a radio station, they'll maybe ask a question, they turn on the radio and then like flick the dial or whatever to a random song, and then it plays and you get the message, right? Or like randomly select, like shuffle. You can like shuffle. I have a playlist of my 2,500 songs, or more now. But if you just shuffle that and ask a question, it's good fun getting those answers. So a clearing for your new job. And yeah, if you want to share anything about your job, please do. Otherwise, we'll go ahead regardless. There's two areas I picked up on. One is the heart, which the heart was saying, I'm nervous that you're gonna, like, part of it was just like that kind of intrepidation, was like a mixture of excitement and a little bit of anxiety. And then your heart said, is it okay if you still look after me in my new job? Like, will you still, have boundaries even though it's a new job? And then I also saw with your feet, like wanting to keep grounded through the journey as well, as you start your new job.
I see the same about the heart, and then there's something about the throat. I guess it has something to do with the nervousness of saying the right things.
I can start with the lower chakras below the heart, and just help with clearing and grounding. Okay, good. And it's really funny. The message I got from your root chakra was, if you find yourself like it's like skipping to work, like you'll know that you're enjoying it, like you'll know that you're feeling like happy about it, and that when you're not, when there's like this, when there's challenges going on, then like doing the chakra dance, maybe like or not like Jon Binnie, you choose, but stomping your feet on the ground and like stamping out, like releasing that negative energy. Feels like it'd be good to do that just before you start the job as well. I know we're just at Thursday, but just through the weekend into the Monday as well with grounding. And do you want me to look at the heart, or?
Sure, please. I'm sending energy to the clear the throat. The throat is just tight, I guess, because of the nervousness.
Mm-hmm. And your heart's pretty clear. I'm helping your heart open up and feel safe. And one test of how safe do you feel is allowing your heart to have a safe space. So, when you're in your home, you feel safe and your heart can relax, and that you can just open up gently. And I'll often place one or two hands on my heart, even if I just sat down and just take a deep breath in. And as I'm doing open up my hands, just allow my heart to open. So having a strong boundary around you will really help you as you step into a new job. Do practice something like the golden bubbles of protection about 2 meters out from around your heart that I practice at the start of these sessions and also in my free meditations. And think a bit about when you start your job, joyful journey to help your heart the most. We'll be thinking about some of these boundaries. So how sometimes when you start that job, you have that feeling that you just don't want to lose it and you do anything to keep it. And yet it can set, that lack mindset can set like a really unjoyful journey ahead of you. And so is unjoyful a word? Well, it is now. And so the idea is think of some of these boundaries. Like, do you want to have mutual respect, perhaps love and caring for other colleagues? And then also, how do you want to feel inside about when you want to exert a boundary, like your working hours or pay or the way you're treated by others, or parts of your role? And remember, you don't need to have the battle there and then. Often we fall into that trap, right? We're just like, I just had to say yes in the moment, they're going to fire me if I don't say yes.
Mm-hmm.
You can just say to your boss, whoever's telling you something, say, I'm not so sure about that. I'm going to think about that. I'll get back to you. And energetically, it's so powerful because what it means is you're not fully accepting that in the moment. You're saying, okay, so for example, when I joined my last job, I got asked to work to 6 p.m. at night, and I felt that was quite late. Little did I know that should be quite early to leave at 6. But I had challenges getting the trains home. Excuse me, and there's my throat chakra. And a 2-hour gap in trains. And no one cared at work about that, just me. I was like, I don't want to wait for 2 hours at train station doing nothing before I go home or have to stay at work for extra 2 hours. So no one else really cares about your personal situation as much as you do, or your heart as much as you do. So just thinking about these boundaries and even writing them down is so helpful. And even if you end up in a situation where they're broken, where someone has breached it, or even you've overridden your own boundary, even writing it down will help you remember that moment, because you made that decision about that boundary for a reason, and the reason won't go away just because you did or didn't agree to it. And it's something you can always revisit in the future. So I hope that helps.
Yes, so that was partly why there was the tension in the throat area. It's just to know, that nervousness about saying the wrong thing, or but I'm sure it's better now after the clearing. And good to see you drinking there, everybody. Please remember to hydrate. That was one other thing that I heard for you, joyful journey, was to ground and hydrate. And I saw a comment that you need grounding, but yeah, both grounding and hydrate. I mean, for everybody here, really.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm getting jealous about that coconut juice.
Sorry, I'll share. I have more. I'll share.
Just put some in there, please. One day it'll We'll figure it out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't ground or hydrate enough. Yeah, the amount of times I don't even know how much I drink now. When I do my reflexology sessions, I ask the UK government guidelines for water is to drink 1.2 liters of water a day, which isn't really that much. I think it's like about 2 pint glasses. Well, I know that the UK pint glass is different to the US, but I think it's maybe around 640 milliliters in a pint of water. So, yeah, what's incredible about that is that most people that I speak to don't consume anything like that. And okay, they drink other fluids, but I guess in terms of hydration, and it's not just water that hydrates you, right? But yeah, it can cause all kinds of problems if you, especially when I don't drink enough, I either get very, very low and tired, and I want to eat a lot of food, and it's almost like my body's saying, maybe there's water in food, and there is some, right, but not a lot. And I think because I have one just after my morning run, and then I'll have one by midday, and then I'll have one through the afternoon, and probably another one in the evening / through the night, at least. Yeah. Go with what feels right for you, and depending on perhaps also the quality of your water as well. We're not all blessed with the Scottish water that we have. Okay, so my turn?
Oh, it's my turn. Yeah, this time, yeah. All right, let's go.
Selecting your next request.
I can see I've been asking the wrong questions.
It must have reading right. I just didn't know when I wrote it. Tom's here. Hello, Tom.
Thank you, Tom. So, hello, Jon and Viviane. I'm asking for input from my guides and or you two about how my clairs are developing since last April 2024, and am I blocking low vibration entities with my connections?
I just had a great idea for, like, if your name's Claire and you you want to open a shop for helping people activate their psychic abilities, it can be Claire's. Well, it's up to you. Okay, so yeah, we can definitely help. And you're saying, am I blocking low vibration entities with my connections? Well, we can ask the question. Just asking Tom's guides to higher self-acceptance. On the first part of your question, yes, you're making progress, Tom, which is great, and it feels like you have a dedicated practice, which is great. The next thing I saw like 2 key messages on your progress. One is creating safety so that you feel safe to open. So if I gave some of my examples, I used to struggle to speak the whole of me, to share the whole of me, like, for instance, dragon-like language. Like I wouldn't post anything on Facebook for years when I first started this journey, because I was worried about what people thought of me. Because when I did post, they would people that knew me, or maybe the old me, would say, "What happened to you? What's going on? Are you feeling okay?" And it's like, yeah, I'm doing dragon-like language. It's great. So knowing that when you don't do things, when you hold yourself back, physically and from these actions in your life, you're creating a lack of safety inside of you. And so in that example, your throat chakra won't open if you're not allowing yourself to speak your whole truth and also to receive your whole truth. But I saw that for like each of your chakras, there was a theme of safety. And then the other aspect was like this grounding and integration. So when you're working through your daily practice and you're experiencing things, make sure you have a good grounding connection. Make sure you're walking plenty on barefoot on the grass and setting your intention or stone and releasing any energy that doesn't serve you, having a strong grounding cord. And that will help you with your integration also. And so that was the second main point, was about your gratitude. So whenever you're practicing something like activating your clairs, say thank you. and the reason is, even if, for example, you're trying to talk to your spirit guide, and you're trying to use like your clairaudience through your ears, and like, I wonder if they're going to say something to me, if they're going to speak back. Know that you're in the same room as them, right? You've asked for them to come into your safe space in meditation, and now ask them a question, be specific, and then when you get an answer or no answer, so it doesn't matter if you get an answer or no answer, say thank you. Thank you for trying. Thank you to yourself for trying, and thank you to your guides. And that's the same for every ability that you have. And in part, it's a flywheel. You're giving back that feedback loop, and then also you're saying you're communicating with them in a very high vibration emotion, which is gratitude, which is really powerful. I'll stop there for a moment before I'll let you speak, Viviane, before I go into the
Sure.
blocking part as well.
When it comes to the clairs, Tom, I heard that your yes, you improved, you develop your clairs since April, and I get that the clairvoyance is your strongest, followed by clairaudience, and I also got continue good grounding techniques, and I saw you listening to music and dancing as a way of keeping your vibration high. I don't see if I see a comment from you here. So yeah, definitely having a good practice for clearing the energy and allowing only energies there for your highest good to surround you and ground your energy are great practices.
Yeah, I felt that you're not that, or you've been unsuccessful in blocking all entities. I'm still not sure what you mean by connections, but as I asked that question, I had a really horrible experience. I don't know if you saw what I was doing, but what your guides were showing me was the feeling that it has in your heart, and there was this like connection of a really quite a dangerous entity, like come through a connection into your heart. It has like these like long octopus like tentacles like reached into you. So you've not given permission to remove it. So because usually I just jump into these things that'll help. So just let us know, Tom, in the chat if you want any help with removing that. Else, I would also recommend you practice, and this might take more than one attempt than from me or someone like me, and from yourself to remove this. But it's know that you can never successfully like have a connection to a negative entity or someone who is significantly compromised by a negative entity. You can never have a connection to it and then block it, because it's like a mixed intention, if that makes sense. But yeah, Tom said remove it, please.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. Just sealing up that connection in your heart, Tom. Return to source. Return here again. That was a battle, but yeah, it's been removed.
Wasn't on top of him, kind of like this, and stuck to the heart.
It felt like it had reached. It wasn't fully present in our space. Only the part that was like a cord, like a long tentacle that came into him. But it's large, and actually when I started on it, it got bigger. Like I think that's what you're seeing, like it like on his heart. It was trying to like I'm just gonna like stop myself and not share too much about it because I don't want to give it power. I don't want to give other people fear by giving food or power to entities like that. But just to say that it was trying to harm you as I removed it, but it is safely removed, and I did get help from one of my guides, my Lyran guide, and Archangel Michael as well. But yeah, it's there are entities out there that do need a lot of work to remove. So Tom, I would recommend that. Did I paste it again? You follow that the 14-day spirit guide meditations for entity removal, because that's going to help protect you, especially in this kind of more vulnerable state after you've just had a removal. I'll just post it again just in case. So it's free. Just sign up and give it a go.
Yes. It's your turn now, Jon.
My turn. Thank you. Tom said he's feeling much better. Fantastic. Selecting.
I can see I've been asking
Sharon, right?
the wrong questions. I've been seeking
I am asking the right question, Jon. What are you singing about? We haven't done Karen yet, right?
No.
Fantastic. Was Karen the one that was banned?
Yes.
Wow, and she said she was joking and saying, I should get picked for my trauma of being
I saw
kidnapped.
that.
Universe, listen, Karen.
You did, Karen. See?
Fabulous. Let us know, Karen, if you're still here. Yes, my request was to see contracts I had.
Okay.
And you wanted to add any healing. Sorry, I hadn't even read your request. So to see any contracts you have, and then any healing needed. Okay.
Okay.
Would you like me to share, Viviane?
Sure.
Seemed very specific. So I did the scan around your heart, and there was one contract that seems to want closure. And it might even be something you can do just now. But what I saw was you going. This is a contract that you've had with someone in this lifetime who was close, like a family or friends, and that to complete this contract, you needed to like fully release it. And what I saw you was like going to their grave, and you're stood by and you're talking to them at their grave, and you're saying like, this is all done now. This is all, I let all this go. I let you go. I let any contracts between us go. And it's that final completion. A bit like when the universe does this all the time, right? It's like, are you sure, Jon? Are you sure you're done with lag? Let's just test. We'll just test it just one more day. You can experience what that's like, and then we'll see what your response is. So it's that like that last, few percent, making sure that you're happy to let it go. If you know who this is, it's really helpful. If you're not sure who it is, you can also just try this just now with me, and just release any contracts that no longer serve your highest good. And so you can just take a deep breath in through the nose and breathe out through the mouth nice and loud. And say out loud, I release any contracts, agreements, any condition of any kind that I've placed upon myself with others. I release these now, releasing anything that doesn't serve your highest good. Letting them go. And you can say, I'm sorry, I forgive you, thank you, I love you. Return to source, or never return here again. How about you, Viviane?
What I was seeing was like two people talking about, I think it was when they made the contract agreement. It was like two male figures talking the whole time, and a paper in between them. And when you just say that release, they disappeared when you ended the release.
Fantastic. And Karen asked, is it literally with a dead person? Well, the contract was when they were alive, but yes, that's what I saw.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, there is the chance that what I saw was you, like, as part of the saying goodbye process. But for me, it looked like that they have died in your current lifetime. But you can do this with anyone living or dead. Our souls live on, and when you've had a good cord cutting experience, when you start to feel some of that mourning, like you should really start to feel this kind of brief period of like, oh, I wonder, that's not there anymore. Oh, am I going to miss that? And then just to let that go as well, because you're not really mourning something that serves your highest good. Let us know, Kat.
Yes,
looks a lot better.
Interesting.
But yeah, that's us with requests today.
Yes.
Thank you so much, everyone, for coming along.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll next be back on Monday, I think. Yes, Monday. And I'd like to thank everyone for joining us. Please do follow us both. If you're on Viviane's channel, follow me. If you're on my channel, go and follow Viviane. Book either of us. I've been sharing links to my website, but you can also click on the title and on the description of these live streams. You can get easily to Viviane's channel and details. And what else is happening? Oh yeah, and I have my Higher Self Foundational training coming up on the 10th of March. Viviane is currently going through the intermediate training. Fun. And so, yeah, looking forward to. Sorry?
Going on week 4 is
week 4, I know. Yeah. It just gets better. Excited to take you through it. And just think how powerful you'll be at the end of it as well. So yeah, excited to be running that again, the foundational. So thank you so much, everyone. I'd like to thank our guides, our higher selves, Archangel Michael, Archangel Raphael, Source and Gaia, every soul that's participated in today's session, as I bring this session to a close and I ask us to step outside of the bubble of today's session and remain in our individual golden bubbles if we choose, as I return the session to Source or never return here again. Please drink plenty of water, get plenty of rest, and we will see you on Monday. Take care.
Yes.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you all. Bye.